This is what a deck looks like before you build it. And this is what a deck looks like when it's completed. So if you want to see how we built this 11 by 8 foot deck underneath our south shed roof, stay tuned, because that's what we're going to do today. Good morning and welcome to another Memphis Monday 180. Today we're going to be building an 8 by 11 deck underneath the south shed roof we built. Well, it's been over a month ago now, but we had a bunch of woodworking projects we had to catch up on. We started to work into those pretty good, and a couple of them were pretty easy, so we have time to build this deck. But we're not going to get any decks built unless we do what? That's right, we got to knock off the chit chat and get to work. Here's where our little deck is going to live, right in here between the two bay doors. The deck is 11 feet this way and it'll be 8 feet across here. And I use a 5-foot stick to put between the 3-foot mark and the 4-foot mark. If that exactly fits, that means this corner is square. What I have to do now is level and put these little cinder blocks underneath the main frame. But before I do that, I need to take these two end boards that are right here that are just shy of 8 feet and cut them to length and install the joist hangers along. I'm not going to measure this particular 8-footer with a tape measure. I'm going to take my measurements right here. You saw me cutting the end pieces here. I cut this piece and this piece, and now what I'm doing is installing the joist hangers, which are at about 15 1/8 of an inch centers. Putting the joist hangers in using these joist hanger screws. I didn't use them last time, but since I'm putting the joist hangers in on the bench, it's much easier. This wet deck wood they don't go into very good. What I'm doing is I'm leveling up this this front header here, and then I'll level all the other frame pieces off of it. I'm just putting one nail in these long frame pieces until I get the entire outer frame square and level. I'm still blocking up the frame, but I'm going to put these in anyway because I hate to admit why, but this is hard work and I don't want to give out before I get it done. I'm putting these floor joists in with these joist hanger screws. I usually use the joist hanger nails, but I decided to give these a try. These cross braces I'm installing now are called nogging. N-O-G-G-I-N-G. I know that's strange, seeing me use a thickness planer while doing a deck, but I'm putting the deck up on these concrete and treated wood pedestals. So these blocks of wood, I want them to exactly fit. So this is the scam. Every joist is supported in the center with a concrete cinder block and with a sheet of, a hunk of treated wood. Okay, I don't know if I've given you the theory of operation here, but right there where the nogging is where all the center pedestals are. So that run right there is only 5 feet, and that run over there is only 5 feet. The entire frame is built out of treated deck wood, and it's supported with joist hangers at both ends. And the whole thing's lifted off the ground about 6 inches. So no part of it is against the ground. All the frame's done. We can start putting some decking boards down. Some of the only trimming I got to do is on this first board, because I want it to come all the way out here to the end. So I need to put a notch. So I'll take my mark here, and I'll cut it out with, you guessed it, my favorite tool. I put the frame together using these 3 1/4 inch exterior grade ring shank nails. I'm going to attach the boards using these 2 inch exterior grade ring shank nails. In that board fits around that post. I got to rip one of my boards here, and of course I knew this last one would have to be ripped, and it'd be 2 3/4 light. And knowing I was going to have to do this, I fished through the boards, and this is the driest one. last board, 504 nails. Here's our new south side deck, finished. Framed up with 2x6 treated deck lumber. The floor joists are 15 inches on center, supported by cinder blocks, and decked with 1-inch deck planking. Came out exactly square with the building, which tells us that our shed roof is square to the building because we squared our deck off those 2 poles right there. All right, pretty satisfied. That does it for another Memphis Monday. Memphis Monday 180. Can you believe it? Already up to 180 episodes. Amazing. Nice little deck. We now have a deck on our south, under our south shed roof, our east shed roof, and our west shed roof. Pretty, not technically difficult, just, building decks and fences and stuff, just a lot of physical labor that, can age you pretty fast. Well, anyway, I think we got some takeaways. I showed you how to square up the frame, how to prop it up with cinder blocks. If you live in a climate that the ground freezes, you need to have a foundation. But the ground doesn't freeze here, so you can just put cinder blocks down. It took 504 nails to put all that decking down. So it's another takeaway. You always use a lot more nails than you think you're going to. All right, I'm just rambling on. Thanks for tuning in. Like and favorite and share and Facebook and tweet and all the stuff you know on the internet. But most important, make sure you're back here next week for another exciting Memphis Monday. Thanks for playing along.